Hello, COM 611 and 711. 711 was applicable. This video is more for the master's level students, and I'm here to talk about the final paper. Yay, we're here. We're finally at the end. This is both exciting and also I hope for a lot of you it is a relief, that we're reaching the end, but also it can be extremely scary. Why? Because it was looming. We in August we joined the class, and then we look through the syllabus and we understand that final paper is on the horizon. But we don't truly understand it until it is right at the deadline of when to turn it in. So this video is going to be to talk about advice, some things that I can offer to you master's level students, and some thoughts of what Dr. Brown shared and some of the sample papers. I'm going to bounce through 3 papers. I'm going to look at the 2 sample papers, and then I'm going to look at one of my papers. And we'll talk about aspects of all 3 of them. Okay, so to begin, APA format. If you don't know APA format, you need to please contact me. Couple of the sample papers show that the individuals were not well versed in APA format. Is it a big deal? No. However, at this point in time, master's degree students, you should have APA format kind of squared away. It is one of those things that you can learn it. There are a few things here and there that are not really essential that you are aware of, but if you're going to be in your intent is to teach, you should have a strong grasp of APA formatting. And if a couple of these papers were my own students, that would be one of the first things that I would advise them is make sure you have a good understanding of APA formatting even before you start the paper. For example, the running head on both papers. Issue here, way too big. That running head is immense and needs to be shortened. This one is fine, except that the words running head appear throughout their entire paper. Running head, running head. It is not, it's only supposed to be on your title page. Running head. Okay, all right, enough about that. The abstracts on both papers are, I believe, indented. They are. Abstracts are not indented. And abstracts are written last. You write your paper first, and then you write your abstract, okay? Keywords, they should reflect on what is in your paper. Again, you can contact me. You can reach out to me and ask me some ideas of things like keywords and whatnot, okay? Now, Dr. Brown indicated that there was not a need for a lit review, and that's up to you. Dr. Brown has not indicated there is a need for a lit review. You don't have to write one then if you don't want to. However, you just did an annotated bibliography where if you followed the 5 steps that Dr. Brown gave to you about how to identify a good source, you just have to kind of culminate those ideas together, and voila, there's your there is your lit review in a kind of a loose sense. You got to fine tune it and tweak it here and there, but it's up to you. I'm going to leave that to you, and it's between you and Dr. Brown, and Dr. Kenny. if you want to do a lit review, but I would encourage you to. It also helps you launch into your paper and give yourself ideas and bring out some key points in your research. Okay, this is my paper. And this is what I've followed, but now understand this is a quantitative research paper. And, at the beginning, I do not have any section headings. Section headings. Okay, contact me. If you are struggling with section headings, and let me look, the sample papers, there are a couple of things that I saw in the sample papers where I was not, right here. I'm sure if I'm in agreement with the section headings, the subsection headings, and the subsection headings. Again, it's an APA formatting thing, and I will leave that, to you to contact me. But I believe, in a regulatory research paper, you should have the intro, the lit review. This one I have the methods, and again, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. Is it identified here that I have a lit review? It is not. But my introduction and my lit review are combined as the onset of my journal article here. And then I get into the methods. You might follow the same flow here, methods. I have a results section, again, very short paper. And, it's really something that, I want you to think about what are your section headings going to be. From our sample papers, there really isn't an identification of section headings. They don't really follow, neither are coherent. They don't both follow their own approach. So something to, if you haven't already developed where you're going to go with your paper and your section headings and how you're going to divide out your paper into sections, contact me. We can talk about that. We can look over your paper and talk about section headings. All right. There was something in one of the papers, and let me find it real quickly. I saw it, and it is shocking to me. Okay. Page 15. This is a substantial in-text citation. I don't know the author, and this is not for me to critique. However, the thing that, stands out to me is how substantial this in-text citation, this quotation from an outside source, substantial. Just be careful, okay? Just watch out for things like that. And, I'm gonna back off a little bit. It's not even in correct APA format. Okay. All right, so overall, I want you to, number one, get this done. You can do it. Number two, think about that lit review. Think about the fact that I would encourage it. You've already worked that hard on your annotated bibliography, so I would encourage the lit review. Number three, if you don't have APA formatting down, please contact me. Let's get through that. Let's kind of, because that's only going to catch up to you as you progress. Sections, we can talk about where you are with your sections and how you are crafting your paper if you need some ideas. I shared with you a very basic, and that's, my paper, and I must have done something right because it got published. Um, it's something you celebrate when your paper gets published, and because you've got a million rejections waiting for you in the wings. So again, I must have done something right, but the thing that I did was I broke it down into very limited sections. I didn't have much. The sample papers, that's up to you. If you want to follow their approach, um, they, I've looked them over, I've read them, I understand they're very good in their research basis. There are just a few things here and there that I would be cautious about. Please contact me. I've been with you the entire 16 weeks. And, one of the things I would love to, do is help you out. And while you're at the end, you're at the finish line, you're this close, and it is a daunting paper. Um, you know, Contact me, see what I can do. Ask me questions and whatnot. I'm always happy to hear from you. And with that, I hope that everything goes well, and I will look forward to possibly speaking with you in the near future. Thank you.